Morning folks, Andy here from Bushcraft. Hope you're having a nice day and welcome to another video. So folks, we're going to be out on an overnighter tonight. Rusty's with me and we're going to be staying out in a Polish Lavvu, as the title of the video says. And I'm using it as a sort of seating pad right now because the ground is cold and damp and I don't want piles. But I left the house this morning about 8 o'clock, it's about 1 degree Celsius. I did defrost the car, it was all iced up. Didn't we, big lad? Didn't we? Also while I'm out here I'm going to be making some rice pudding. Get it away, get it away. I'm making some rice pudding. I got the recipe out the Mears Lars Falt book out on the land, so I'm going to give that a crack. I'm not going to do the amounts exactly the same as in the book because I sort of done a test run while I was at home and I used all the ingredients as you were supposed to. But I've got my zebra billy pot and it's the 12cm one and it's not big enough to hold the amount of water you need and all the ingredients to make the rice pudding, is it? But it is a good recipe, isn't it? We've already tried some, haven't we? So I've cut this tent pole. With the Lavvu you get one with it. That's my one. Look at that one. With the Lavvu you get the one that sort of dismantles and you build it together. But the one that came with mine, it wasn't like the aluminium poles or anything, it was just really flimsy and I thought, nah, I'm not bringing that, it's just extra weight and I didn't trust it. So I thought I'd just cut myself a post while I got out here. But when I was at home I measured the one, I built it and I measured it and I used my silky saw as measurement. And I've got the Gumboy 240 and it's about 3.5 lengths of this. So with that in mind, I'm going to measure it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1.5. So we'll cut it here. I'm just going to sort of chamfer the tip off. So just poke a hole through the top of the Lavvu. Made this little paracord sort of shoulder strap. I initially planned on carrying this over my shoulder because I was struggling getting everything into my bag with bringing, so I've got Rusty's dog blanket and his sort of winter coat thing that I bring out so he doesn't get a bit chilly through the night. So yeah, I was going to shoulder carry it first, but then I got one of those waterproof dry bags. I'll show you a bit later on, but it's basically strapped to the bottom. It's got my sleeping bag inside and it's strapped to the bottom of my pack, and that way I can get everything else inside. Yeah, bud. This is the first time I've used this. First time I've slept in it. I've tied these little paracord loops to the eyelets. The pegs that it came with, the metal pegs, are really flimsy and they bent really easily. So I decided not to use them or even bring them. So what I did do is tie these paracord sort of small lanyards through, and that way I can use sticks to peg it into the ground because that hole is tiny. It's probably like 6 mils, maybe 7 or 8. You wouldn't get a very substantial stick through them to hold this in place. So I just went and cut a couple of rounds and then split them down into quarters, and I'm going to use these to make my tents. They're about, well, yeah, about a foot long. I'm a size 10, these are about 12 inches. Just start carving them down into pegs. It's up to you. What's up with you? Sighing like that in my ear. So that's us done. 8 tent pegs. Now I'm not going to knock these up. What are you flinching for? I'm not going to put these on all the way initially, I'm just going to put them on a little bit and then I'm going to put the centre pole in and then test and adjust it after that. So the tent pole's up inside, it's a bit emotional, maybe because of the uneven ground, I don't know, but I had to chop an extra few inches off the bottom of the pole to get it to fit. But now I'm just going to readjust the tent pegs so it's all nice and taut. So yeah, that's it. Pretty dark little bat cave. I bought one of those little hanging tent light things as well, just to put in there for when it does start getting dark. That's 12 o'clock now, so it's going to start getting dark about 4 o'clock ish. So I'm going to get set up in there, get my sleeping bag and all that sort of stuff out, get it all set up in there so I don't have to worry about that, and then I can just focus on getting a lot of firewood together for cooking up the rice pudding. Got a couple of lamb steaks as well for tonight. I'm just putting a little layer of leaf litter around the edges just to prevent any drafts coming through in the night. So this is the dry bag that I bought. It's one of those Ortlieb ones and it's got one of those release valves. What's it? One of those release valves at the bottom, so you can put your sleeping bag in and just sort of squeeze out the majority of the air. But this is it's a Van Gogh sleeping bag. It's actually my wife's. I don't have a 4-season sleeping bag at the minute, so I'm using my wife's. I think it goes down to like -6, so should be good for tonight. To be honest, it's supposed to rain tonight as of midnight, so I think the temperature is going to go to about 5 degrees, so I should be fine, to be honest. Even Rusty. I mean, once we're enclosed in there, I think both our body warmth together will keep us both nice and toasty. But I strapped it onto the bottom because, like I said, this was rolled up and it was packed inside the bag. Just found this nice dry piece of oak limb. I'll get my fire started later on. I think that'll probably do us for the night. Let's get it all processed down into maybe 2 3-foot size length pieces. And get out and find some kindling, some tinder as well. I say tinder. Tinder's right there, we just use the dry bracken. So as most of us know, with kindling you want the really thin stuff. You want pinky size down to sort of pencil lead thickness. And some of these little twigs here, some of them are dead and they just snap off. Some of them aren't, some of them are alive. But there's other ones like here. So this is a branch that's broken off, died, and it's got hung up in the tree. This will be dry, and it'll be good kindling. And the way you'll know is by the sound, the snap. Yeah, it's a nice sound that. You'll get something like this. Now this will be dead, and I know it's on the ground, but this bit's off the ground. So if you hear that nice dry twig snap sound that you get. So you can, even though it's winter and obviously things are wetter, within reason you still can use things off the ground. Just probably this piece buried in the leaf litter, this wouldn't be really any use to you. But this, this will work. So I reckon this will do us. I've got another pile back at the Lavvu, so I reckon between that and this, that'll see us through. We're just going to get some of the thicker stuff now, sort of thumb sized up to like an inch thick. To be honest, maybe even get that from this tree as well. I'm going to take this back over. So here's my fuel, my sort of medium kindling if you like, and my big pile of kindling in the door. I know you can't see that, but it's right there. What I also need to do is go and get 3 pieces of straight as I can wood to make a tripod for cooking the rice pudding. So I think I'll do that first, go and get those 3 pieces of wood before I start processing this down, so I can just get stuck into this then. So I've fashioned this tripod. We're in deciduous woodland, so it's pretty difficult to find perfectly straight branches even. So you have to improvise on what you got. Oi! Put that down, you. Leave it. Yeah. Get your own stick, that's for the fire. You want steak later on. Anyway, I'm just going to sort of bolster it together with a bit of jute twine. Oi! Leave it. There's a proper way to sort of tie these together, but with this just being a naff one just to cook a bit of rice pudding, and being that they're not all perfectly straight, I'm just going to do it like this. It'll hold, it's just a small billy pot, it's not a big huge cast iron pot of stew or anything. That'll do you. I'm not going to hang from it or anything because I know it will break. But as I said, it only needs to hold a billy pot. Folks, that's kind of everything ready. So I've got my primary kindling, secondary kindling. I've got my initial fuel, and then I've got my main fuel there. I've got my rickety tripod. I'm just making a bail for the billy pot for when I hang it over the fire. Just grooving it all the way around so I can sit the cordage into it. So I've just got a bit of green wood here to make the handle for my pan so I can fry up my lamb steaks in a bit when I get the fire going. Just going to do it at an angle, maybe a centimetre deep or so, and then that little sort of half moon shape there, that's where I did it last time when I fried up the lamb steaks. Just remember to take the bark off as well. Any bacteria that's under the bark, you don't want it getting into your food. There you have it. Right folks, so we've got the rice pudding mix is all in here. I've already pre-mixed it at home: sugar, milk powder and rice pudding rice and water, and that's it. That's all you need. Just mix it all together and then just slowly let it cook over the fire. Every now and again you might need to add a bit of extra water, but other than that, that's all you really need. So I've got the ingredients written down on this piece of paper. So as per the ingredients in the book, it's 10 to 12 tablespoons of milk powder, which works out about 180 grams of it. 4 cups of water, which works out to about a litre. 1 cup of short grain pudding rice, which is about 250 grams, and then 1 tablespoon of sugar, which is 15 grams. So I've basically halved it all. So I've halved the water, so it's 500 millilitres of water. I've halved the milk powder, so it's 90 grams. I've halved the rice, so it's 125 grams. I just kept the sugar the same, to be honest, because it was only 15 grams. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the recipe is from the Mears Lars Falt book, Out on the Land. And I have made it at home, but obviously that's, you know, ideal conditions. So it went pretty smoothly. I'm not sure how smoothly things are going to go out here. Right, no, go on, go on. Yeah, I'm not sure how smoothly things are going to go out here, because obviously we're doing this over a fire. So it may go to absolute pot. I suppose that's the point of all this, isn't it? Just try it once, you may fail. Try it twice, learn from how you failed the first time. Try it a third time, hopefully you've got it sorted by then. But, yeah. The wooden spoon, I carved all on my own. I am aware I still have to get the fire going yet, but I'm going to get all this sorted first. Just going to use fat wood. As well. Sounds like something's being eaten. So I've got a nice bed of coals there, so I'm going to get the steaks on. Rusty's nose going there, ain't you, boy? I don't blame you, mate. They smell amazing. So I've got one side just seasoned in salt, and the other one seasoned in a sort of garlic spice type seasoning. Already hear it going. Just doing a little bit of work on the next spoon. But for some reason I seem to have lost interest recently, because methinks the food's on. Got Rusty in his dog coat. He's a fashion icon. I don't know how happy he is to have it on. And I don't know if he was quivering because he's hungry or if he's shivering. But yeah. Maybe do a bit of test and adjustment with that. So we have the steak and the beer. So what do we have? It's a Thorn Bridge called Wild Swan, and it's a white gold pale ale, 3.5%. It's not that much really. White gold in colour. Wild Swan has aromas of light, bitter lemon, a hint of herb and subtle spiciness. We shall see. That's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's have a swig. You got my steaks, huh? You got my steaks, mister. It's actually not too bad. I've tried a couple of those little beers out of Tesco's before, those like not very well known brand ones. They were kind of naff to be honest, but that one's not too bad. Just makes all this hard work, you know. Gathering all the firewood, cutting it, walking out here, setting up a shelter, you know. This is what it's all for. Nice warm fire, bit of rice pudding on the go. Beer. Yeah. What else could you want on a Saturday night? Could do this again, buddy. We can do this again. You want some? You want a bit? Huh? Give you a bit. Yeah, you'll be alright. This, Never even tasted that, mate. Never even tasted it. Never even touched the size, did it? Another bit. There you go. So I've got him his dog beer. Put it in this. Rusty, see. Oh, I can't miss that. Let's go out the way. Come on, let's get back. Come on, back. Ah, the milk's over boiling. Right, there's your beer. Yeah, good boy, yeah. Yeah, good boy. Folks, that's the rice pudding all done. I'll chow down on this for a little while. I felt a few spits of rain before and I thought, oh, awesome, that's it, it's on, but no, it's so far hasn't come to anything. It's a lot like. I'll probably have this for breakfast as well. If I had any gripe with it, it could do with being a little bit sweeter. But other than that, it's lovely. I think that's time to call it bedtime. Hey bud, just get our heads down. Well, you've already had your head down, but you should go to bed. Yeah. Well folks, it's been a good day, enjoyed ourselves, haven't we? And we'll see you in the morning for a bit of breakfast. Good night. Morning folks, so it's the next day, obviously, because I just said good morning. It's just gone about 20 past 8. I woke up at about 7:30 and my phone going off. My wife texted me asking me if I was okay, because back up where we live it's been snowing apparently. But no, just down here it's been raining. I went to bed at about 10 o'clock and I think I fell asleep pretty much straight away. And yeah, woke up at about maybe 12 o'clock. Yeah, about 12 o'clock I think it was, and it was raining, which is what the weather said it was going to do. And then I fell asleep again. I think I woke up about 2, half 2ish, and yeah, still raining. And then I slept right through till 7:30 in the morning. But yeah, it stopped raining at the moment, so I think I might take this opportunity to pack everything away and get heading back to the car. The wife's working today, so she needs the car, so I've got to get back home now. But yeah, just thanks everyone, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do so, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Take care.